The Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast on demand.
Sometimes you need the support of other people that aren't in your small little circle. So you message us and we'll toss it out to our listeners and see what they have to say, maybe steer you in a certain direction. So I got this message from a listener who says, "Help me off the edge. I'm so angry at my husband's work buddy, Jerry, but I'm going to sound crazy for the reason why."
All right, what'd Jerry do?
Bear with me here. My son is 13 years old, and my husband and I haven't gotten around to giving him the talk yet.
Oh, same. Same.
The birds and the bees talk.
Oh, yeah.
As she goes on, I was kind of hoping his school would cover the basics and relieve us, but that really hasn't happened. I don't want to, and told my husband it was his job to give him the talk.
Yeah, because he's a boy.
Right. My husband says he's fine and will, quote, learn it how I learned it on the playground.
Oh, no, I don't think that's... Nope. That's not a good idea.
So last weekend, Jerry came by the house to drop off some stuff for my husband. And mind you, I learned about all of this afterward, but apparently he was telling a dirty joke to my husband and my son overheard and asked what it meant.
Uh-oh.
So Jerry asked my husband if he's given him the talk yet.
Oh, no.
He tells him no. So Jerry was all like, well, he's old enough. I'll fix this.
Oh, my God.
And tells my son in all capital letters.
Oh, gosh. Jerry gave him the talk.
When I learned about this, I was so upset that my husband didn't do it and that some random guy my husband works with, Jerry, felt the need to.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to give him the talk, but I certainly didn't want stupid Jerry telling him.
Stupid Jerry. Oh, my God.
Am I right in being angry, or should I just be happy it's done and over with and be done with it? Help.
Well, I think there was a giant boundary that was crossed by stupid Jerry. However, they should have, but it's the parents that should be doing it.
Yeah.
Don't let the playground tell them about it. School's not going to do everything. Like it's your job as a parent. I say that, not being a parent that's actually done that yet. But my son's only 11.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're kicking it around.
Yeah. That fifth grade.
Yes.
Age is when the talk, and I've heard even for girls, maybe even sooner.
Oh,
but
God.
But yeah, I'll say that I remember with Isabel and Sophia, my 17-year-olds, my wife and I showed them a video after my wife gave them the talk,
what kind of video, sir? When you say video,
it was a cartoon video from the 70s. I don't even remember if I can remember, but it was incredibly hysterical. But it
so uncomfortable.
It said everything it needed to,
Okay.
I mean, it described everything.
Were they traumatized?
And no, I mean, they were just kind of like, all right.
Okay.
And so, I mean, they just kind of took it in stride.
See, it's all about being making sure your child is going to be mentally prepared to be able to handle the information. See, we just got, a letter home from school saying, okay, we're going to start to talk about changes in the body and that kind of stuff. But, they don't go full into the talk. That's still going to be our job.
Yes.
And I know we need to, but we're just trying to get our material together and to be able to put together our presentation.
Get your notes, get the
PowerPoint
get the presentation all set. All right.
I need guidance.
Would love to hear your thoughts on this. 502-571-9970 or at Ben and Kelly Show. After seeing some of the comments, I should probably just go ahead and say here on 99.7 DJX, if you want raw, unfiltered opinions about your situation, feel free to reach out to us at Ben and Kelly Show. Group therapy, we got a message from a listener who's like, hey, I am mad at her words, quote, stupid Jerry, for coming in and giving the talk to my 13-year-old son after he had overheard a dirty joke that Jerry was telling my husband, and
so
our son
Jerry's
didn't
a work
understand.
friend of her husband's. Yeah. So, but see, she and her husband, neither one of them were like really planning on giving the talk. They were hoping school would do it. Jerry just swooped in and got it done. And so she's upset about all that. Most comments are pointing out that it is your job as parents to do the talking. So shame on you for not getting this done, yourselves, because that is your job as parents. Now, we did get a text message from Angelina. She said the talk is never done and over with. It's a continual process. If your kid is able to be honest about their curiosity, it stinks how this state, but you and your hubby can do damage control with other conversations. Now, this is coming from the mother of a 16-year-old boy and 15, 14, and 7-year-old girls. I'm solely responsible for the talk. Wow, Angelina, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, Kim wrote in and said, I don't know what the heck she was waiting on. I mean, he's 13. He's probably already knew more than she thought. If you don't parent your kid, someone else will. It takes a village. Don't blame stupid Jerry. Blame yourself for not taking care of this sooner so he was prepared for stupid Jerry's dirty jokes.
Oh, wow.
That is true. Also, Sarah had written on Facebook, said, I mean, how can you really be mad? You didn't want to. Hubby didn't want to. And his buddy came in and did it no problem while your husband was present. I don't see why you can be upset if you were pawning it off on others to begin with. I'd say thanks, but I wish hubby would have done it. But it's done now. And we can answer any questions he has now. So,
yep. Kelly said you should be angry about how it happened. However, you and your husband should have already sat down together and had the talk. We did that with our boys before they entered middle school. Did I want to? No. But it was my responsibility as a parent to make sure it got done.
Yeah, we've started dipping our toe into the water with my 10-year-old, Zoe. She just turned 10. And like I said, with Isabel and Sophia, when they were probably around that age, I want to say, is when we showed them a video after giving them the talk. And I do agree with the listener who had texted us and said that it's an ongoing thing. It's like, you give them the talk, but then, I mean, it's a constant, like, especially after you give them the talk, it's like, okay.
It's a continuing education.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
And like, so this is going to be maybe kind of, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to say it. So,
oh my God. I'm nervous for your daughters.
Well, I mean, they were a little bit embarrassed, but it's, it's part of that, sexual health and that education and everything, right?
Okay.
So I'm not fixed. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah. So, but the point being is, my wife and I still use protection. So,
okay.
Anyways.
You didn't close up the factory.
Well, no, we were out. So we went to the store. We had brought the Kroger bags, set them on the ground, and the girls were unloading them.
They did not. No, they did not. They did not find that. They didn't. No, they didn't. Oh my God.
And so, yeah, I mean, it was there, and we laughed about it, and my older daughters just rolled their eyes, and they were like, "Oh my gosh!"
Wow.
And so,
my husband's factory's closed, so we're not going to have to worry about all that.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it's an ongoing thing, and I agree with a lot of people who are saying, look, it's now water under the bridge. What's done is done. I mean, the talk has been there. Now it's your job. I mean, regardless of not giving the talk up until this point and having, quote, stupid Jerry come in and give him the talk, now it's your job to be like, all right, so what questions do you have?
Yeah, fill in the gaps, because we're sure stupid Jerry didn't cover everything.
No, he probably didn't, because he was probably just trying to explain his dirty joke.
You can step in and make sure that, they know everything they need to. And listen, I'm kind of like, I am a sponge. I'm soaking all this in because, I have a 9-year-old and our son's 11 getting ready to enter middle school. So we're going to get this done before middle school started. But they are just starting to have like the anatomy kind of stuff, the changes, puberty kind of stuff at school. So we were going to kind of piggyback on that.
Kelly, I could be the Jerry, and you're.
No, I don't need you to be stupid Jerry.
I could be Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben could roll in and say, "All right, Jacob, sit on my knee. Let me tell you a little something here." I wouldn't have any problem with that. I'm here for you, Kelly. If you need me to be called off the bench, I'll be here for you. All right. All right. So if you missed commenting and you still want to, you can jump in on the conversation on Facebook and Kelly Show.